হাওয়াকে যদি হালকা করে তাহলে কি হবে সেটা চিন্তার বিষয়।
কাল যদি আমি না থাকি, gone from Vikram's life.
চল মেরে সাথ।
According to the Bengali calendar, 9th May was the 158th birthday of Rabindranath Tagore. To pay homage to the great writer, we are presenting a list of 12 movies inspired by Tagore's work. This is not a ranking, just mentioning a few movies among all innumerable ones inspired by the great poet's work in chronological order. If you love movies and TV shows, subscribe to our channel About Flick and press the bell icon to be notified whenever we release a new video. Kabuliwala makes it to the top position on our list. The movie tells the story of Rahmat, an Afghani dry fruit seller who befriends Minnie as she reminds him of his own daughter. He is sentenced to 10 years imprisonment after being accused of murder. When he gets released on the day of Minnie's wedding, he goes to her immediately to see her and is heartbroken to find that Minnie does not remember him properly. Rahmat is scared that his own daughter might have also forgotten him. Minnie's father gives Rahmat the money for travel out of the wedding budget, to which Minnie agrees. She also sends a gift for Rahmat's daughter. The movie has also been remade in Hindi in 1961 with Balraj Sahani in the lead role. Kudita Pasand is the next on our list, which depicts the story of a tax collector who gets amused after seeing an ancient fort and decides to stay there. Inside the fort, he meets a woman and slowly they fall in love. Later, he realizes that the woman is a spirit. The film had been remade in Hindi by Gulzar with Vinod Khanna and Dimple Kapadia in 1990 and had been renamed Lekin, where he showed the story in the background of rural Rajasthan. Satyajit Ray's ultimate tribute to Kavi Guru was Teen Konna, where he adopted 3 of his best stories. Teen Konna was also the first movie where Ray assumed the role of a music director. The postmaster tells the story of Nondolal, a young man from Calcutta who gets malaria after reaching a village as its postmaster, and how Rotun, a village girl, queues him up and develops a bondage with him. But at the end, bored with the village life, Nondolal leaves the village and a proud yet emotionally overwhelmed Ratan stays silenced. Monihara is the story where we saw a village school teacher recounting the story of a married couple to a hooded man. The wife, who was obsessed with her jewelry, has to die because she trusted the wrong cousin, and the husband loses his life being haunted by the wife's ghost. After listening to this tale, the hooded man says that he has enjoyed the story, but it has many errors. He reveals that he is the husband in the story and disappears. The last movie, Shomapti, tells the love story of Amulya and tomboyish teenager Mrinmoyi, who gradually realizes her love for her husband. The last part also have been made in Hindi with Jaya Bhaduri as Mrinmoyi, named Upohar in 1971. Charulata is in number 4 position. Satyajit Ray directed the story of the lonely wife of a newspaper editor who falls in love with her visiting cousin-in-law as he shares her love for literature. The film had been remade in 2011 in a modernized way by Ognidep Chatterjee with Rituparna Sengupta in the lead role. Daghar tells the story of Amol, a young boy with an incurable disease who is trapped inside the house by the local pandit's order. He spends the day chattering with passers-by and villagers while daydreaming about those encounters later. When the chowkidar tells him the new building across the road from his house is a new post office belonging to the Raja, Amal starts fantasizing about visiting the king beyond the world and getting a letter or delivering the letters, going all around, setting out from the confine of his house. Atithi is the story of Tarapada, who is a wanderlust and ends up with the family of aristocrat Moti Babu, who plans on marrying his daughter Charu with Tarapado. But being a kindred spirit, Tarapada sets out once again on a voyage to an unknown destination. The movie had been made in Hindi in 1975 as Geet Gata Chal, with Sachin Pilgaonkar playing the role of Sham, the wanderlust, and Sarika playing the character of Radha. Ghore Baire on 7th position tells the story of Jamindar Nikhilesh and his beautiful wife Bimola during Lord Curzon's partition of Bengal, and how their life is affected by the arrival of Nikhilesh's friend Sandeep. When Bimola starts having an affair with Sandeep, Nikhilesh lets her decide her own path as he believes that she has a life outside her house. Chokher Bali was made by Rituparna Ghosh in 2003. After losing her husband in a few days of marriage, Binodini travels back to her village and decides to stay with her friend. Soon she begins an affair with her friend's son Mahendra, who is married. The story details the lives of Binodini, Mahendra's wife Ashalata and his best friend Bihari as they deal with certain issues like distrust, adultery, lies and numerous fallings out between them. Choturango revolves around Sachish, a religious man who faces several challenges when Nonibala, his own brother's mistress, is abandoned and Damini falls in love with him and offers him a marriage proposal. Naukadubi is a story told over different periods in different manners, although our choice is the one made by Rituparna Ghosh in 2011. Naukadubi tells the story of a newlywed couple who meets with an accident and end up as the sole survivors. A few months later, the man realizes to his horror that the veiled woman he brought home is the wife of another man. The movie also released in Hindi as Kashmakash. The same story was adapted for the big screen with Milan in 1946, Ghungat in 1960 and OK Chinna Mata in 1997. Ela Charodhya on the second last position tells the story of Ela, who is the teacher of a group fighting for independence which is led by Indranath. Ela is caught in a dilemma between her love for Otindro and her commitment towards her own country. Tashat Desh is a psychedelic fantasy of a prince who escapes his destiny, the prison of his mind. He lands on a fascist island and incites the women there to revolt. The movie talks about destiny and humanity, social control and utopian revolution. This was our humble tribute to the famous Kobi Guru of India. Hope you liked the video. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to view more such interesting videos. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this video and share this with your friends. Thank you. See you on the next one.
जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे।